Take a deep breath, in and out. Without a single thought, you just performed one of the most vital and complex processes for life. But what's actually happening inside your chest? Today, we're diving deep into the incredible world of your lungs. We'll explore their anatomy, how they work, the most common illnesses, and most importantly, how to keep them healthy with the right food and exercises. Let's get started. Your lungs are the powerhouses of your respiratory system. Their primary role is gas exchange, bringing in life-giving oxygen and expelling the waste product, carbon dioxide. This process, called cellular respiration, is what creates energy for every single cell in your body. They're perfectly protected within your thoracic cavity, your chest. This bony cage made by your ribs is their first line of defense. And at the base we have the diaphragm, a powerful dome-shaped muscle that acts as the engine for breathing. Now, let's look at the lungs themselves. The top part is called the apex, and the bottom, which rests on the diaphragm, is the base. But here's a fun fact. Your lungs aren't identical twins. Your right lung is slightly larger and heavier, with 3 lobes. Your left lung is a bit smaller, with only 2 lobes, making room for your heart in a space called the cardiac notch. These lobes are separated by folds called fissures. On the inner surface of each lung is a crucial area called the hilum, or the root of the lung. This is where the main airways, blood vessels, and nerves all enter and exit, like a central station. Let's follow the path of a single breath of air. It travels down your trachea, or windpipe. At the bottom, it reaches a fork in the road called the carina, splitting into the right and left main bronchi. These tubes keep dividing, like the branches of an upside-down tree getting smaller and smaller. They become bronchioles, and finally, terminal bronchioles. This entire network is often called the conducting zone. It's just for transporting air. This is where the magic happens. At the very end of the tiniest airways are the alveoli. These tiny grape-like air sacs are the actual site of gas exchange. 3 things make alveoli incredibly efficient. Thin walls. They are only 1 cell thick, making diffusion easy. Massive surface area. If you spread them out, they'd cover a tennis court. Rich blood supply. Each alveolus is surrounded by a dense network of capillaries. Special type 2 cells produce surfactant, a soap-like substance that reduces surface tension, preventing these tiny sacs from collapsing every time you breathe out. So, how does air move? It's all about pressure, governed by Boyle's law. When volume increases, pressure decreases. Inhalation is active. Your diaphragm contracts and flattens. Your intercostal muscles lift your rib cage. This expands your chest, lowering the pressure inside. Air rushes in to equalize. Exhalation is passive, at rest. The muscles simply relax. The chest cavity shrinks, pressure increases, and air is pushed out. It's like letting go of a stretched balloon. Now for the main event, gas exchange. It happens in 2 steps. First, external respiration in the lungs. Oxygen diffuses from the alveoli into the deoxygenated blood in the capillaries. At the same time, carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood into the alveoli to be exhaled. The now oxygen-rich blood travels to the heart and is pumped to your body. In the tissues, internal respiration occurs. Oxygen leaves the blood and enters your cells, while CO2, a waste product, moves from the cells into the blood to be carried back to the lungs, and the cycle continues. Just like any high-performance system, your lungs need the right fuel to function at their best. While no single food is a magic bullet, an antioxidant-rich, anti-inflammatory diet can significantly support lung health and protect against damage. Here are some of the best foods to include. Foods rich in vitamin C. This powerful antioxidant helps combat oxidative stress in the lungs. Think bell peppers, especially red, Oranges, kiwis, broccoli, and strawberries. Foods rich in vitamin E. This fat-soluble antioxidant protects cell membranes. Great sources are nuts, like almonds and sunflower seeds and spinach. Beta-Carotene powerhouses. Beta-Carotene, which converts to vitamin A, is crucial for maintaining healthy mucous membranes in the airways. Load up on sweet potatoes, pumpkins, and leafy greens. Omega-3 fatty acids. These have strong anti-inflammatory effects. Focus on fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. For a plant-based option, flax seeds and walnuts are excellent. Garlic and turmeric. These contain compounds like allicin and curcumin, which have potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that may help reduce inflammation in the airways. A simple rule: eat the rainbow. A plate full of colorful fruits and vegetables ensures you're getting a wide range of nutrients that your lungs will thank you for. Your breathing muscles can be trained, just like any other muscle. These exercises can improve lung efficiency, reduce stress, and are especially helpful for people with conditions like asthma or COPD. Always consult your doctor before starting new exercises if you have a health condition. Let's try 2 simple techniques. This technique helps you use your diaphragm properly. Sit or lie down comfortably. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for about 4 seconds. Feel your belly push out against your hand. The hand on your chest should remain still. Hold your breath for a couple of seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for about 6 seconds, feeling your belly fall. This helps draw more air into the lower lobes of your lungs. This is fantastic for slowing down your breathing and keeping the airways open longer. Inhale slowly through your nose for 2 counts. Pucker your lips as if you're about to whistle. Exhale slowly and gently through your pursed lips for 4 counts, or twice as long as your inhale. This creates back pressure that helps prevent small airways from collapsing. Practicing these for just 5-10 minutes a day can make a noticeable difference in your breathing control and relaxation. Despite our best efforts with diet and exercise, this intricate system can still be affected by illness. Here are some of the most common ones to be aware of. Asthma. Airways become inflamed and narrow, causing wheezing, shortness of breath, and coughing. COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Often caused by smoking, it includes emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Pneumonia, infection causing inflammation and fluid buildup in the alveoli, making breathing difficult. Pulmonary embolism, a blood clot blocks blood flow to part of the lung, which can be life-threatening. Lung cancer, abnormal cell growth in the lungs, often linked to smoking but can affect non-smokers too. For lung-specific issues, see a pulmonologist. They specialize in respiratory diseases and can diagnose conditions like asthma, COPD, and lung infections. For surgical lung problems, a cardiothoracic surgeon handles operations on the lungs, chest, and heart. Your primary care physician is your first stop for persistent cough, shortness of breath, or chest pain. They can refer you to specialists if needed. For severe breathing difficulties, chest pain, or coughing up blood, seek emergency medical attention immediately. Your lungs are a masterpiece of engineering, working tirelessly every moment of your life. By understanding their anatomy, fueling them with antioxidant-rich foods, training them with simple exercises, and knowing when to seek help, you empower yourself to breathe easier and live healthier. Thank you for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content on how your body works, and share your favorite breathing tip in the comments below. Breathe easy.